right, we're all packed up and ready to go, leaving the Disneyland Hotel. Next stop is going to be Solvang, where we're going to check out some of their holiday lights and celebrations there. Great job with the WorkSport AL3 tonneau cover, protecting all of the luggage for the trip. We are going to now close up the front where we've got the rest of the stuff. The Lightning is the perfect road trip vehicle. This is all the kind of stuff like advent calendars and all those kind of quick things that we can grab, and then the luggage is all in the back. So we're all done here. Next stop, Solvang, to continue the trip, and then tomorrow we will head back home. So appreciate you guys following along. We'll continue to share some of the charging stop data as we go. The Disneyland Hotel was able to charge us up to 100%, so we're ready to make it all the way there. About a 3-hour drive in traffic, maybe closer to 3.5 on a Friday night. So that's not going to be fun, but everything else has been. We'll see you at the next stop.
Welcome to Bo Family EV. I hope you'll like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Let's go.
So we decided to split up the drive home and stopped at the town of Solvang here up along the coast. We drove 101, beautiful drive, about 150 miles, and went by a place called Mad and Vin, which is a great little restaurant at a hotel here. And it was fantastic, great food. We drove about 3 hours because of bad LA traffic, but really wanted to see this town, which is all lit up for the holidays. Really, it's a Danish town, and they go all out with decorating everything. And so, we wanted to swing by here on the way back home, and it did not disappoint. Arrived because of that LA traffic with still 39% state of charge and, another 73 miles of range left after 150 miles. So range is not a problem. We're going to, sleep overnight here and then grab some breakfast and then make the return trip back home. So real successful journey, and the Lightning's been holding up great on this whole trip. Lots of traffic both ways, and that really helped out the range, ironically. So yeah, we could have made it from home all the way down to Legoland in 2 stops, and this one here so far, again, has been great. To go 150 miles and still have 73 miles left on the standard range is phenomenal. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We're going to get some sleep and check out the town again in the morning and have breakfast. And then we'll wrap up the trip and head home from there. Thanks again for tagging along. We will update you before we wrap up. The Solvang stop is pretty epic. They had a huge parade here. You can see the route all lined up behind me. So perfect stop to make on the way back home. We have the truck charging up to 100% while we're here waiting, grabbing breakfast and enjoying the parade. And this is just a blast to see small local community. guys, so this is much more of the charging experience I've come to expect from the Tesla Superchargers. Even with the low battery state of charge, we still got up to 164 kilowatts. Then as we got to near 30%, it started slipping back down closer to the 120 mark that we traditionally see. Don't know what happened earlier today, kind of over by Solvang. We saw there's a charger in that area that we went to, and it wouldn't connect, kept giving me errors. I don't normally see that, so that was very strange. Then we ended up just going to Solvang and charging up there and watching the parade and all that kind of stuff. So super unusual. I've never had a Tesla charging experience that was a total fail. That was a first for me. So, not great in this situation. I did pick a charger where when I was going to have that low a state of charge left when I got here, there is actually an EA back over there if I absolutely had to, but I did want to avoid that. But still, that's an area of concern. It's something that will kind of linger in the back of my mind if I don't have an EA stop that is in the same area. I got to be cautious with running the battery so low. But in this case, it'll be cool because we'll be able to go from Solvang to here at Soledad and then head to San Jose for dinner and then back home, just the one charging stop. And then we'll charge up at home and then back to work at the 49ers tomorrow and my normal 9 to 5 next week. So it's been a great week of vacation time. When we get home, I will do a kind of overall recap as well of the trip. And kind of wrap it up from there. But overall, a great success. Had a great time. Loved getting to travel with the family this long, get them to experience it. Definitely some areas to improve. Definitely some areas that went well. Set a new charging record at 177 kilowatts. That was fantastic. Had a total fail at a station. That was not fantastic. Hit some odd traffic on the way down, so I didn't get to really test as much as I wanted to. But on this trip from Solvang up here to Soledad, really was able to maintain 70 to 75 the whole way. It gave me a better representation, coming up through the hills and the mountains and the valleys and all of that kind of change of elevation. Definitely got me where I was at 1.9 miles per kilowatt. And that's where you see the limitations of the standard range Lightning, where I only got really, from 90%, only got 160 miles out of it. So, of course I could have slowed down to 70 more consistently, gotten more, probably closer to 180 out of it. But, again, that's kind of the limits. Every couple hours you're going to have to stop, which, having a couple kids and using the restroom, that kind of works out fine. But for a lot of people, they're going to want a lot more. So, if you do that, you got to pay for a bigger battery or certainly a much more efficient vehicle, than the Lightning is. But, we're going to let this thing wrap up and then we're going to grab some dinner. Sun's going to be going down soon. Thanks for continuing to watch, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in.